So I actually wanted to sneak one more video in there today that was more traditional, just as proof in the pudding that I'm just going to continue doing the normal hardware PC stuff. Don't worry, I have more videos coming in the next few days as well. And this one's about an internal memo that just came out from Intel that basically confirms everything I've been saying they need to worry about and what their plan is. So let's take a look at this. So I actually got this from WCCF first, and they do a decent summary, but we don't really need to use this short summary. We can just look at the original source, and I believe this is an internal newspaper at Intel. A lot of big companies have this. I've worked for companies where, you know, if you have 10,000 people, oh, I'm sorry, tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of people, I mean, yeah, it makes sense to just kind of have a slight entertainment-y, you know, internal newspaper for all things going on. After all, your company is as powerful as some countries. Why not have a newspaper? And in this, you know, so the point with that though is that this isn't some secret email that could be fake. This is Intel openly admitting that they are worried about AMD, and they're worried about them in all the areas I've been and many other tech tubers have been talking about. And that's that they basically expect to lose a ton of desktop market share. They are admitting it. To anyone saying, you know, no, their brand is too strong, they directly say this is the most intense desktop competition in more than a decade, which basically means in their company's history. They don't want to say stuff that pessimistic around shareholders, but that's what they're admitting. This is the worst they've seen in their history. And there's not a whole lot they can do here. They're charging, you know, AMD's charging less money for more cores and higher performance per core. There's really nothing they can do. But they are going to, as they outline here, cling to the server market. And they at least are acting confident about the laptop market, which again is something I have talked about. Now, what I find really fun, though, is a few things here. They say that they offer not higher prices, but more pricing options. And I just think that is, I don't know, that's a very fast, creative way of just marketing speak going, we are more expensive. But their point overall is that they charge more when they're stronger and that they have a million products they're going to throw at AMD. And they are, and I've talked about this before. Intel's going to have a few golden chips that they can barely keep up with some of AMD's best. I really don't think they're going to keep up with the 3950X in any way. But they will have, you know, a 5 gigahertz 8-core and soon 10-core, and they will just push it as hard as they can and say, no, you see, it's 2% better at gaming in these games, so it is the best. That's why we're charging more. And meanwhile, they will just have all the bad yields selling below $200, which makes me excited because we are about to enter a golden era of budget builds. I really think we're going to have 4-core, 8-thread CPUs at 4.5 gigahertz below $100. We're going to have 6 cores below 200. Their i5s, I don't know if they'll start making 6-core i3s or something, but it's all coming, and it's because they are just focusing on laptop. All of their new architectures are going to go into laptops, and that's something I talked about in, you know, prepare yourself for Intel's long winter. I believe Intel is straight up hibernating in desktop, putting all their effort into maintaining contracts that they already have in server. Their goal is to just not lose contracts in server, and then coming up with a lot of new upgrades for the 15-watt laptop chips. But yeah, not that much to discuss here. It's just interesting to see Intel openly confirm what I've been talking about. They're going into hibernation on desktop. They're going to throw their entire sales team and marketing team at maintaining server. And all of their new developments are going to go towards uniform kind of a whole package for laptops and laptop CPU architecture upgrades. That's what's happening. There's going to be a lot of cool Intel laptops coming soon. They can fix those goddamn security flaws. And their server chips are going to probably... There's going to be some interesting deals going on there. That's going to be an uphill climb for AMD, even if their product is twice as good. And yeah, at least on desktop, I think we'll start seeing, you know, 4-core, 8-thread gold Pentiums and i3s and i5s or 6-core i3s, below whatever, like $180. There's going to be a lot of excellent budget Intel chips. And then, of course, they'll have that one $500 5.2 gigahertz space heater at the top where they're like, it's the best still, technically. And there will only be like 10 available on Newegg. It's interesting. Very interesting times to see how this market is going. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section below. You can talk to me on Discord if you're a Patreon member. And I just had a very interesting video come out also today that I think you should look at if you care about, the internet and stuff like that and freedom. So, and I also have a new podcast, but I don't want to mention it here. Just go to that video and you'll hear all about it. All right. Thank you.